In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to break down, disassemble, and clean a Ruger 380 LCP handgun. It's a nice little tiny handgun, perfect for conceal and carry. This one has an excellent laser sight on it that's sighted in really well. Little tiny thing, great for concealing. So first thing, obviously, you've got to make sure it's unloaded, which it is. We're all unloaded. Now, this one is a little bit more difficult to disassemble than other handguns because it's not a push that you can push through and pop it out. But here it is. This is what you need to pop out. And to do that, you need another little tool. Now, sometimes it's built into the bottom here, but in this one it's not. So we're going to push this back by holding the front like this. Then I'm going to get a flat-headed screwdriver and kind of get under there with my fingernail here. Then with the screwdriver, and you're just going to pry that out. And that is the pin that holds it all together. So when that is removed, now we can slide the slide right off. Now it's real simple from here. With this, we're not going to go any further, but I'm going to get some Rem oil. This is some excellent stuff. I love it because it's got a little straw. It's nice solid gun oil. And just squirt a little bit in there to lubricate that. Now, we'll remove the spring, real easy. This one has a double spring, so there are two springs, one on top of each other. A lot of guns have that. So good thing is, if you take them off accidentally, one is bigger, so there's no worries on how to put them back on. Then, remove the barrel, tiny little barrel here. And the best way to clean that, shoot it with a little bit of gun oil. Get a gun cleaning patch available in many gun cleaning kits, like this one here. This is a little portable one. Or I've got this one. This is my favorite one. It has all kinds of ramming rods that are solid. This other one, they are flexible, so sometimes you have to pull them through instead of push. And all kinds of different heads and attachments for shotguns, handguns, rifles, all kinds of stuff. So that's great. I'll have links to all this in the description below. But take the ramming rod, push it through the barrel, and that'll get it all nice and clean. Look at that. It was pretty dirty. That's good. Getting it all nice. Push it through both ways so we kind of get it really well. Then you can take a look down there and see how nice and clean that is. Kind of tough, but once that's ready, I always like to give it another shot. Then wipe the barrel down with a little cloth. I usually use a t-shirt, like cut the sleeves off of an old t-shirt or something, because it's just a nice fabric that's not going to get everywhere. You can buy gun cleaning cloths as well if you'd rather, but I find that the t-shirts work just fine. Then give that a little shot, wipe it down a bit, and put the spring back in. Now I always like to make sure that I get all my skin oil off of everything, because our skin can really rust the stuff with the oils that we have. So I'll push that back in there, wipe it off one more time, and now we are ready to reassemble the gun here. So we'll get that wiped off. And reassembly is really simple. There are a couple little tracks on there, and there are a couple little tracks here, and all you need to do is line them up one on top of another, and there we go. Now, to put this back in, we're going to push this back a little bit until you see the holes line up, and then you have to use a little bit of brute force because there's a little bit of it's like a wire right there that's going to keep that, and that hooks up with this little divot on the pin. So we'll pop this back so it's lined up, then push this in. When it's in like that, then if you can push it in with your thumb, excellent, it's solid. Otherwise, use the back of this, pop it in there, and you're good to go. Make sure everything still works, and we're set. Final thing is, I really encourage oiling down your magazines and your clips. Just makes them eject a lot better, and when you reload them, you get a lot of skin oil on there anyway. So do that. Put the thing back in, and give the gun one final wipe down. And there we go. That is it. That is how to break down, clean, and reassemble a Ruger LCP 380 caliber.